We are getting into game here. Again, this is game one of Meowington Inc versus UHD Gators. Tyler, who do you think has the edge? Who do you think is going to take this game one?
Looking at both teams, I think that UHD takes the early game because they have just a little bit more damage here and there with the Aphelios having a pretty strong early game. But I think late game when that Cassiopia gets scaled up, the Sejuani gets a little bit of health. I think the odds flip over to Meowington Inc.
You think the odds of living over to Meowington Inc? I would agree with you that Gators does have a better early game, especially getting the deep wards and being able to ping out the mid laner. Gators does have the early game, but I do believe that Gators might pull ahead. It would depend on how Gators play around with their comp and team fight. If they're really good at team fighting, then Meowington Inc is going to have to play on the back foot for a while.
Yeah, but knowing this Meowington Inc team, man, they do not lose early games.
They do not like to lose early games. That's for sure. They do not.
Yeah.
They do not give them up easily. That's something that's very sure. They do not give up easily. So it looks like both junglers are starting on their respective sides. You got the Sejuani on the red, and then you got the Zac on the blue. Very basic starts for junglers. Be interesting to see what pass they take. BigKash has been changing up his pass style, which is really good. And it's been interesting. Tyler, how are you thinking BigKash is going to be playing against this? Playing against the Zac.
I think it's kind of like one of those farm till you get your items kind of things for this matchup. Sejuani and Zac both want to get just incredibly tanky. That's kind of the whole premise of each champion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that we will see BigKash shy away from his aggressive early game that style that he plays. But yeah, I'll be interested to see kind of how it changes up. But that's my guess still, is he'll probably keep with that aggressive early game fighting style that he typically goes with.
Right, and then it looks like both junglers. It looks like Zac actually cleared his buff, cleared his entire blue side, which is actually going to give him a level advantage against the Sejuani, which is very interesting. Sejuani did her red, and then chickens, and then wolves, and then blue, probably trying to cancel out that ward, which was actually canceled. Wasn't seen. Little scuff up in the top lane, just slapping each other. Good old island. Gotta love top lane.
Yeah, I think Renekton actually won that trade right there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit with that Q healing and everything. I think he comes out a little bit on top.
Just a little bit, but it is just a slap fest up in the top lane so far.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty much early game, but Topher seems to be keeping the pressure on, which is going to be interesting. So we got it. Looks like the junglers are going to be trying meeting each other here. There's a ward. BigKash is going to see the Zac. Zac is going to try to jump out. Zac's E is going to be canceled. That is going to be Zac going to be popped in the passive by the Sejuani. There's going to be the TP coming out from the Ornn. Ornn is going to try to save Zac's life. Zac is going to come back. Ornn's going to E into the wall trying to save him. There is Zac. That's going to be first blood. Hopefully, there's a flash over from the Sejuani. Flash over from the Renekton. Renekton's going to get the first blood. Then they're going to come back and trying to get the Ornn. Sejuani's going to Q in and easily just slap the Ornn up. That is 2 kills for Meowington. 2-0 up now. Insane play from Meowington, getting both those kills and both junglers fighting each other.
Yeah, for sure. Props to the Ornn though for trying to save his teammate there with that TP. It just the way that Zac passive works. You know, you come back with as much health as the 4 blobs had, and with only having 1 blob left over, he kind of didn't have a whole lot of health left to live or anything.
Right, so it's actually very interesting there from both jungler side perspectives. The Zac actually did not have enough health to deal with that fight because Sejuani did do the path that she took, taking more camps, and Sejuani does have a healthier clear. So Zac doing that in the first place was very risky on Zac's part, especially I would know being a Zac player.
Yeah. Now I do see where the jungler is coming from though, right? Like top lane's pushing in, maybe try to get an early kill off on the Renekton, try to set that power spike behind to getting the blade of the Rune King, getting the Black Cleaver.
Right, unfortunately.
Whichever shows up first for the Renekton here.
Right, unfortunately, BigKash did have the same exact idea, and it did play very well for you, very poorly for UHD. UHD is Gators is actually going to catch the Sejuani out in the river, taking that scuttle. So they are now going to know where he is. And we're just going to keep going from here. Sejuani does have more of a dragon, has more of an objective pressure than Zach does. Zach is pretty poor at taking objectives.
Looks like we might see a little bit of a fight here in the top lane.
Oh, they're just going to E out. And as I say that, they are going to be actually taking the dragon. That is going to be a mountain first Drake. We're going to see if Gators wants to fight. Gators is coming in. Zach's going to E into the wall. Going to try to take on the Caitlyn. That's a TP coming in from the Renekton. Oh my god, red team is going to steal the dragon. That is going to be Mountain Drake over there. The fight's going to continue on. Sejuani is going to get the kill on the Zach with her little slap. The TP was actually canceled. Was actually canceled by Ornn from Topher, and then they're going to fight. Ornn did use his ult up there. So there's no ult in that Ornn. Dragon is going to go over to Gators, but Meowington is going to come out with an extra kill. So
that was interesting that we saw Renekton a level down there for that fight.
Right, Renekton's actually using his R, is going to be stunning up. Now actually that might be a kill if Topher doesn't have flash. There it is with the Q. That is going to trade down the Ornn. So again, TP for a kill, pretty worth it.
Yeah, and UHD might have gotten the dragon, but it looks like they managed to get their jungler killed one more time out of that. So, I mean, worth it or not, you decide.
Right. Well, that is going to be a mountain drake. That is going to give him a little bit more resistances. It looks like next drake is going to be an ocean drake. That's leaving another wind soul for Meowington or a infernal soul. Hopefully it's an infernal soul. All we've seen so far from Meowington has been wind souls.
That's correct.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for those of you keeping track at home, that's 5 out of the 6 games, and the only game that we didn't get it in was the one that the other team had to forfeit.
Looks like there's going to be a gank going on the top lane. Ornn is going to E. Unfortunately, Topher did not get the back off, but Topher is going to get the double E going through the Ornn, so he's going to E out, and gank's going to be failed.
That's one of Renekton's strongest points, right? Is you hit that first E on a champion, you get the second E out. And it's real hard to catch up to a Renekton that double dashes out of a situation like that.
It looks like bot lane has been pushing them in, has almost taken an entire plate. Toph actually did take a plate top lane. That's going to be a little bit extra gold in his pocket. It's looking like Syndra is really trying to beat up on the Cassiopia. Unfortunately, Cassiopia, it does very well at hiding under her turrets.
Oh, Paul, what's the button again to get the income? The gold values on everybody?
I have no idea.
Quick, Google.
Quick, yeah, quick. Google it up, as we have pretty much else going on. Gators is trying to take the vision advantage in that in the Rift Herald, so it'll be very interesting. Then you got Syndra. Syndra's just really good at throwing balls. Oh my god, that's gonna be a Q for the Sejuani and the ult for the Sejuani, but the Syndra is gonna flash. Syndra is gonna ult onto the Cassiopia. Cassiopia will go down due to the Syndra stun, but it looks like BigKash might be able to take back with the kill on Syndra. So that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Jungler getting another kill that's gonna make BigKash 3-0 on the Sejuani.
I figured it out.
And they're gonna go for that Rift Herald. Again, that is gonna be Meowington Inc. is now up nearly 2k gold. They're up 2k gold taking that Rift. Ornn is gonna ult, trying to take in the pit. Ornn's gonna Ornn's ult is gonna hit that. I don't actually know. Figured out who took that Rift Herald. TurtleCreations is gonna get a kill on that Karma. I mean, Toph is gonna flash onto the whoever that was. Flash is gonna flash onto the floor and flash Q. That's gonna be a flash out from the Zach. Zach should have his passive up actually. Cassiopia is just gonna try to run them down. Who actually got the Rift? All right, it looks like BigKash did actually get the Rift. Okay, yeah. And got out with his life. Very well played on both sides.
Yeah, another favorable trade for Meowington Inc.
Alright, Ornn did try to ult in, trying to get that Sejuani, and almost did, but Sejuani was able to Q out and live. And then while that was happening, Cassiopia did get a kill on the support Karma that did actually roam up there trying to help out Gators, leaving Aphelios all on his lonesome.
There's that smart move from Renekton. He knows the jungler's not going to be around, goes in and takes the red buff, put the jungle farther behind than he already is.
Yep. And this
Advanced meteor leads in all parts of the map.
being
Good
very
work.
so far. So far, Meowington has been able to take the early game very successfully. That's gonna be ult coming out. That Syndra's ult on the Cassiopea. So that is gonna put Cassiopea straight on the back foot.
We do have ult up from Cassiopea though. So if Syndra goes in now, Syndra has no ultimate.
But she has them balls though. She has them balls. You can just, you know, plant a ball and just go. Know what I mean? A little slap fest up in the top lane, nothing too interesting. That is going to be Ocean Drake spawning. This is second dragon of the game. Will Gators be able to steal it again? Or maybe no. That's a Zac coming in. Oh, that's going to be a dead Topher. Zac did come in for the gank. Eon. Unfortunately, Topher did try just a little bit too far ahead.
Interesting thing that we haven't seen from Topher though is he's actually up 17 CS this game.
He is up 17 CS. That's going to be the Q. And the Sejuani is going to try to 1v1 the Syndra. Unfortunately, nothing much else is going to happen there. They are trying to get the Rift. That is going to be Rift going down to Meowington. That's going to give him a little bit extra vision. That pink ward is still in the pixel brush that no one has gone into yet. There it is. Now they see the pink ward with a ping. And they're going to start the dragon. This is dragon number 2 attempt for Meowington. Let's see if they're going to try to answer this. That is going to be a TP from the Ornn going to the mid lane. They are trying to stack this up. Dragon is already gone. Are they going to try to look for a fight here? Ornn is going to ult, looking for that fight. Ornn's going to ult. That's only going to hit the Braum. So here comes Zac. Zac's going to E and ult. Zac is trying to get to that back line, trying to knock both up the carries, but it looks like Meowington is trying to run. That's going to be the E coming from the Sejuani. That's going to be 100 years coming up from the Aphelios. Braum is going to go down to the Aphelios, and it's looking like Sejuani's also going to go down for the Aphelios. This is going to very, very wrong for Meowington, but Meowington is still trying to fight. Caitlyn is still trying to fight. That's going to be the Braum E. There's Aphelios still trying to do much, still hitting with that ult, and then here comes the Renekton, maybe trying to do something. So unfortunately, Meowington did get that unfortunately, Meowington got that dragon. Unfortunately, Meowington did lose 2 lives for that dragon. So it's looking like
that almost equalized the gold as well. UHD only being down about 800 now, 900.
Right. So it's looking like now, since they were able to kill the Sejuani, that is going to give them a little bit of that gold lead from the thing. So anyway, Gators is trying to claw back into this game. It looks like Meowington is trying to get a little bit too overconfident in what they've been doing so far. So I'm thinking that Meowington needs to start backing off a little bit and understand that they're still ready to fight. They're still a team-oriented comp. The thing with team-oriented comps is that no matter how much they're down, they're still able to put up a fight, even if it's a little one. That's going to be Rift Herald going to be dropped down into the bot lane, though. I'm going to see what happens with that Rift Herald. Looks like they are trying to take that tower 1. If they're able to get that plate before Rift Herald charges, they are. That's going to be first tower drop. Braum is going to hit that Q. The cleanse is going to be used, but the Braum passive is still on it. Sejuani passive is also on it. They're going to be able to get the stun off. That's going to be the Braum stun coming off. It's looking like Braum is going to take that kill from the Caitlyn for the Aphelios. Aphelios is going down. Rift Herald is going to get second charge onto that tower, and Karma's just left all in her lonesome. It's going to be a fight also in the top lane. It's looking like they're going to get slapped up a little bit. That's actually going to be a little bit farther ahead for the Ornn now. Ornn is now a level ahead of the Renekton.
It's another weird thing about League of Legends, right? You can be up CS, you can be up KP, but if you're not staying in lane for as long, you're going to lose out on that XP. You're still going to be behind in levels.
Right. Again, Meowington did have a really good fight. They are able to get the gold back up to almost a 2k gold lead again, with that first tower gold giving so much, especially when they were able to take it before the plates actually fell, which was awesome. That Q was planted right on top of Cassiopea. Here comes Sejuani. Sejuani's going to Q all. Here comes the Zac. Zac's going to try to E over, trying to hit that Cassiopea. That Zac's actually going to miss the Q. Very important. Zac is going to hit the ult, trying to get the Cassiopea. Unfortunately, Sejuani's just running around. It's going to be a flash over from the Syndra. Syndra is going to go down. That's going to be a, oh my goodness. Matt did ult in the right direction. Here comes the ult from the Ornn. Ornn's going to be stopped by the Braum shield. Zac is going to go down by the Cassiopea, by the burn. Here comes the Aphelios, and here comes Karma. Here comes the TP down from Topher. That's going to be a stun up on the Ornn. We are still waiting. That's looking like the end of the fight. Coming out, Meowington Inc is going to win.
Yeah, it looked to be more of like a safety TP from the Renekton there. Not as much of a let's turn this fight, but as more of like a I'm gonna TP in so bodies stop dropping kind of thing.
Right, I think they're TPing in trying to save the Sejuani. That is going to be Meowington Inc. And is going to be trying to take that second Rift Herald, but they are going to be seen by that ward. So it looks like I'm wondering what Gators are going to do. Ornn does have no ult. Ornn is going to eat into the wall. That is going to hit the Sejuani. Sejuani passive. His Sejuani passive is on the Ornn. That's going to be Rift going over to Meowington, and it looks like both teams are going to go their respective ways. So again, Meowington is able to get both of those both of those Rift Herald, which is awesome, and I didn't even notice. It is another Wind Drake.
It's a Cloud Soul.
It is another Cloud Soul for Meowington. Again, if you do not know what Cloud Soul does, it gives you a lot more cooldown on your ults and able to give you a little bit more movement speed. That is another Cloud Soul for Meowington, though. Unfortunately, Meowington has got nothing but Cloud Souls, except for one other time.
The time they didn't get it was the game that the other team did not actually play in.
Yep.
So
unfortunate.
We're gonna have to start renaming this to the Meowington Soul.
Possibly, it's looking like the mid laners have gone bot lane and the bot laners have gone mid lane. Dragon is spawning within 10 seconds. It looks like Gators wants to get this one. This is the most hard fought for Dragons I think I've seen Meowington have to deal with so far.
Well, that was like everybody's big thought coming into this season 10 was, oh, they're making dragons way more powerful. That means every team is gonna fight for every dragon.
They are trying to, looks like they are trying to get the Braum, but Braum with the shield up is just super tanky. Braum is going to use the all flash over the wall. That is going to be Cassiopia. It's going to be sitting there. It's going to be a stun. Going to be going up on the Syndra. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Ornn is going to ult. Ornn is going to hit the Cassiopea. Ornn is also going to E, but is going to miss. Zac is in the background. Taupe is going to take down the Syndra, and it's looking like Sejuani is going to take down the Zac. And there's Renekton being all big with his ult, trying to get more kills. Unfortunately, the only person to fall was the mid laner Cassiopea, who unfortunately also missed the ult.
The jungler died as well from the other team. We had mid and jungle fall from.
Right. But that is going to be Cloud Drake going over to Meowington, and it looks like they're going to try to pressure the mid lane. Meowington is able to keep up with their team fight. Even though they haven't actually played that pretty poorly. They have not been playing the team fights really poorly, Gators has. Gators has been playing their comp as well as they can be, but unfortunately, since they couldn't find the early game, they're not able to put as much pressure as they should have been. Is this going to get second shot? Yes, it is! It will go down. We'll get his second shot. And now we're A-ramming mid lane. Alright.
Classic NA A-ram.
Classic NA A-ram. Let's go. Looks like both teams are going to go their respective ways. Meowington does need to go back. They do need to buy. I don't actually think BigKash has been back for a while. Oh my goodness, Karma is going to steal the wolf with their Q. Oh, you do not want to see that happen.
It's toxic. If I'm in jungle and I see their support roam up and take my big wolf, I'm getting a little tilted there.
Yeah. It is looking like, though, unfortunately, Omi has not seen any of these kills through the past fights. He is 0-0 and 5. You have more kills on the Braum. Oh, we got Karma trying to take down the Cassiopea. Zac's going to E onto the Cassiopea. That's going to be an ult. Oh my goodness, the flash is going to be able to kill. The ult's going to come back. That's going to stun both of them up. But is Cassiopea going to be able to live through this? If she's able to get her deals out, here comes the Braum. Braum is, oh my goodness, Braum is actually going to save. Is actually going to save the Cassiopea with the Zac going down by the Braum.
That's
by the Cassiopea.
All season now.
That is the power of the Cassiopea. Cassiopea can get those poisons off, and she can constantly heal. And the flash coming from the Cassiopea straight into the Ornn's face, so Ornn could not charge that ult, was amazing. That was amazing play from the Cassiopea, allowing her to survive up until Braum got there. That is going to be TP from the Ornn going top lane, though. Apparently, they do not want to lose the tier 1 top lane. That is their child.
I mean, it's their only tier 1 left. You gotta protect it like it is your child.
I guess so. That is also going to be Baron spawning in 5 seconds. But both junglers nowhere near to be found. Actually, BigKash is going to be caught out. Is going to be caught out on the blue. BigKash is going to steal the blue, but it looks like they're going to try to fight. Here comes the Karma. That is going to be the flash. That is going to be flash from the actual Zac hitting that shell. Here comes Cassiopia. Cassiopia is going to get that ult. The cleanse is going to be used. Cassiopia is going to kill the Aphelios. Like we said, if Aphelios does not get early, then he's just going to be squishy. And we got Cassiopia. Maybe he's going to go down to the Zac. Oh, the flash auto into the Zac passive. Oh no, that was too late. That was too late. They can't get over there, but also going to be continue fighting. That's going to be a Renekton W. That's going to be flashed over the wall from the Syndra. It's looking like the Syndra stun is going to go through. Looking like Ornn is also going to live. And unfortunately, Zac will also live through that. That was a... Oh, no. Ornn is fighting. Okay. Oh, nothing else is going to come through. That was an unfortunate... That was a really good idea to flash. And that is the Braum going down to Syndra ult. Fortunately, Braum's shield does not block everything. Oh, and here comes the Q from the... oh my god, from the Sejuani, and then the ult coming from Omi. Unfortunately, the ult's not going to connect.
It's just infinite fighting in this game, isn't it?
Yep, this has gone to a scrap fest, but Meowington is still ahead by a lot of gold now. Almost, what is that, 4K gold now?
Yeah, it's looking almost, yeah, like 5K gold pretty much on the side of Meowington here.
Yep. Looks like they're trying to stay.
Yeah, actually sitting on 1,200 gold right now before backing.
Yep.
So.
He is sitting on that. Looking like he's doing the good old clear everything before backing strategy to get as much gold as possible. This actually makes the Sejuani 5-1, and now Cassiopia is 5-2. Even though the early game was slow for the Cassiopia, it is now ramping up, and she is able to get kills. Finishing out her Seraph's Embrace is going to give her more shield, especially with that Banshee's Veil. Cassiopia is going to be very hard to kill. And it's looking like Meowington is going to be setting up for that dragon, which is spawning in 15 seconds. That is going to be 4th dragon of the game. Hopefully 3rd dragon going over to Meowington.
So a little bit of inside the mind of the team right here. The boys have decided that they are going to have a friendly little competition to see who has the best KDA ratio by the end of the season.
Oh my goodness.
Currently, Omiigiri is in 1st place with an 18.8 KDA ratio.
So it's looking like they really don't want to give Omiigiri any kills this game, who is now 0-0, who is still 0-0 and 5.
Hey man, does this still count to your KDA? So
only finishing out that Stormrazor's. So it looks like Omi did go for the Stormrazor build, which is a very good build on Caitlyn against an Aphelios, because Aphelios is not allowed to move. That is going to be the first turret going down to Gators, getting the top lane turret. Very first turret for Gators.
Give some context for this game. The second game of last series was already over has already been over for 4 minutes at this point.
Yeah, if you have not seen that, make sure to go check that out on the YouTube. But it looks like Meowington is just going through the rotations, getting tier 2 mid lane, now getting that tier 2 top lane. They're just going through the tier 2 bot lane. Sorry, they're just going through that rotations as much as possible. Even that split, Gators is looking for them. They're gonna find BigKash. They're gonna hit the BigKash. That's at the Ludens is actually gonna proc the Banshees on the Cassiopia, so that's gonna get rid of the extra shield for Cassiopia. And it's looking like the entire team is gonna get out, even though they were almost caught out.
It's so hard to kill that Cassiopia, or not the Cassiopia, the Sejuani.
Yeah,
you can throw a million abilities at Sejuani, and she's still gonna.
Yeah, especially with finishing that Warmonger's second item. That is going to be a lot of extra healing for that Sejuani, which fits well with BigKash's playstyle, being able to just constantly fight, getting that heal over and over and over again.
Yeah, it also looks like he's going for that, oh gosh, Abyssal Mask next. So, if he gets in there, that means the Cassiopia is going to do more damage. That's something that UHD's got to look out for.
That's going to be finishing tier 2 boots for Omiigiri, who is actually even CS with the Aphelios. Perfect even, and Aphelios actually has 2 items and 2nd tier boots. So gold-wise, actually Omiigiri is behind. Alright, it's looking like both teams are just trying to size each other up now at this point. There, it looks like Gators is trying to pressure that mid lane, trying to get their second turret of the game. With Baron still up. Well, they're pinging around Baron. Will Gators start Baron? We don't know.
In my opinion, that's a bad move right now. I mean, you're down 6,000 gold. You probably want to look to get a couple of picks before you start the Baron.
That is going to be the Ornn ult is going to come out. That's going to be the Sejuani passive is going to be hit. The Sejuani just kills, just destroys, just destroys the Syndra. Unfortunately, now Sejuani can just 1v1 in an entire AP Syndra, and it's also looking like the team is just going to overwhelm the Ornn to the point where Ornn just can't get out. So now it just looks like they're going to run down all the kills they can. Yeah, and Omi only getting 2 more assists.
And 0 kills go towards the Omiigiri,
who is now 0-0-7. And it's looking like they're pressuring top lane. So now Meowington has the amazing back foot here. Again, as the Q is gonna go over from the Sejuani. That's gonna be a flash coming out from the Caitlyn. Caitlyn is wanting to get a kill. That was an amazing E. 100 years is gonna go through. That's going to be the Zac ult, and there's Sejuani just soaking up all the damage. She is going to be rooted. That's going to be the first kill going to Omi with the ult onto the Karma. There we go. That's going to be cleanse used from the Aphelios. That's going to be Zac E, maybe? Oh, Zac E just went get the minions. He just wanted the minions. Everyone else can go away.
To me, it looked like that Zac might have looked to re-engage there, but his team called him off of it last second, so he was like, you know what, CS is fine for me.
And it's looking like Meowington is going for the good old all 5 back strat in one bush. Almost well synced. So now we've got Meowington doing really well. Obviously they're up in almost everything. What do you think Gators has to do right now to extend this game to a point where they can get a win? Because they have the team fight comp and they seem to know how to play the comp. But I think what they need to do is stop being picked off. They need to stop walking around, stop getting picked, and they need to play more together. Right now they're really separated.
Yeah, right here if I was UHD, I'd be looking for picks with that Syndra. I mean, she's very powerful burst mage. Syndra's actually gonna steal the scuttle crab from them.
Syndra took her W and was like, nope, this is mine. This is my pet, and I will kill it myself.
Didn't she used to be able to pick up Baron?
I think so. Yes, and the Rift Herald. But that is gonna the Soul Drake is spawned for Meowington. Meowington looks like they're just gonna try to burn it down. That's gonna be all coming from the behind. They are gonna get that drag. Oh, and Ornn's going to be grounded from the ult, not being able to get the ult back. Zac is going to eat into the back line. Zac is trying to get the kill. Zac is going to flash. That is going to be Topher killing the Syndra. And that is Ornn trying to get into the back line. Unfortunately, Omiigiri is going to take the Ornn down. And then the Braum is actually going to take down the Aphelios. And now, that Zac goes over to the Renekton. And now we have BigKash trying to fight one-on-one against the support Syndra. And it's just beating her up.
Come on, man, leave the Karma alone. She didn't do anything to you.
But that poor Karma, man. So as that fight was happening, we had Toph in the bottom of that fight was killing that Syndra, and that is going to be Cloud Soul going over to Meowington, and now they're on Baron.
Yeah, at this point, I really don't know what you'd do if you were UHD. My whole get picked and look for your 4v5 fights after you get a pick is kind of gone out the window now.
Right.
You have Soul, you have Baron going over to Meowington Inc. It's gonna be a very, very hard game for Meowington to come back from.
For Gators to come back from. So from what I'm seeing, Gators has to either wait for Meowington to make a mistake, or the jungler has to make a hero play, steal Elder, and then they're able to win that game. Because Ornn is still pretty tanky and doing a lot of damage. But if they're able to get that Elder, then I think Gators can actually sway a team fight. But Gators is 10k gold down now.
It's gonna be really hard for that Zac to steal the Elder Drake too. BigKash is currently up 3 levels on that Zac, so her smite is about 200 damage more than his is.
Right. So again, it'll be very hard to do, but there's always a chance. It is League of Legends. You never know what happens. Games are always winnable.
Yes, that's true. Everything's winnable.
Everything is winnable. Until you lose.
Aphelios is getting peppered by that cannon minion.
Yeah, that Banyan Power Canyon minion can do a lot. Then we got, is it Cassiopia taking their blue on top of a pink ward. Took the blue before the pink. Alright, we got it. We understand. We're understanding what's going on now.
I'll take your whole team.
Unfortunately, Gators does not have a lot of play in their jungle right now.
Yeah, they do have significant vision set up in their own jungle, though, trying to look for those picks like I said that they should do. Right. But I don't know if it really matters. Your picks probably have to go onto the Caitlyn, like...
That's going to be a Q going onto the... Oh, that's going to be a Q going onto the Aphelios. Aphelios is going to try to cleanse it, but they're going to go down to Omiigiri, unfortunately, with all the stuns. That's also going to be Omiigiri killing the Karma. That is going to be a Zac ult is going to be out. Zac is trying to get the Karma. That is going to be trying to get the Caitlyn. Unfortunately, Caitlyn is just too fast. That is going to be an ult also coming out for the Ornn. Ornn, they want the Caitlyn, but they're not able to get him. Oh, no! They got the red turret. Oh, my goodness. Poor Ornn. They're trying to throw everything at the Caitlyn, and Caitlyn just will not go down. That's going to be a flash ult. Cleanse, and that's going to be Caitlyn getting it from the ult. That is going to be now 6-0 for Omi. Omi heard us tell him he was 0-0, and he's like, nah, I'll be 6-0.
Yeah, maybe he's watching the stream and he heard us flaming him a little bit about not having any kills.
Ornn is going to go down to the Renekton, and it's looking like game 1 is going to go over to Meowington Inc.
Yeah, good job, boys.
With a very solid win. Very, very, very solid win.
Big commanding victory from Meowington Inc. there, taking the game by storm, 27-6.